no written record, only broken bones and tooth marks found thousands of years later. The night did not forgive distractions. It selected, eliminated, and taught in the most brutal way possible. Fire changed everything, but it didn't bring immediate security. Keeping a flame burning required constant effort. If it went out, rekindling it was almost impossible. Fire kept some predators away, but attracted other curious ones. The light revealed tense faces, watchful eyes, and fear etched in every movement. The smoke irritated the eyes, made breathing difficult, but was preferable to absolute darkness. During the night, someone always needed to stay awake. Improvised shifts arose from necessity. This was one of the first signs of social organization. Night watch saved countless lives. The simple act of observing, listening, and reacting quickly meant the difference between surviving or disappearing without a trace. The night forced humans to plan, anticipate, and cooperate, transforming fear into strategy. Over time, humans learned to choose better places to sleep. Caves offered shelter, but also hid dangers. Trees provided protection from the ground, but exposed them to wind and cold. Each choice involved risks. The night brought low temperatures, rain, unfamiliar sounds, and the constant threat of attack. The human body was not made for extreme cold, and many did not survive the frigid dawns. Fear kept eyes open and muscles tense for endless hours. This constant state of alert shaped the human brain. The ability to imagine future dangers was born there, in the dark, while waiting for dawn. The night not only threatened life, it shaped the mind, creating thought patterns that still exist today. Not all threats came from outside the group. Hunger, exhaustion, and despair also tested survival. Internal conflicts could arise, but they were quickly contained. To divide meant to live. To isolate meant to die.
They are close.
Night reinforced social bonds as no one survived alone. The mere sound of unfamiliar footsteps could trigger collective panic. Often, the danger did not materialize, but the stress remained. This constant state created a deep instinct for vigilance. The fear of the dark is not irrational. It is a direct legacy of those times, engraved in human biology after thousands of generations facing the night as an enemy. When the sun finally rose, the relief was
the great
immediate.
cat hunts tonight.
The light kept predators away, warmed the body, and allowed movement. Surviving the night meant another day to hunt, feed, and protect the group. Each sunrise was a silent victory. Many did not live to see the next day. Their remains became part of the landscape, invisible reminders
Driven by
of a
desperation,
constant
the small
struggle.
band approaches
The
the
night
river.
was the greatest
But in this
test in
unforgiving
human
land,
history.
even water
Not just a
carries
time
risk.
of day, but a relentless filter that shaped behavior, intelligence, and cooperation. Before civilization,
massive reptile
each
had
night
vanished,
was a
but
battle,
the matriarch knows
and
the
surviving
greatest
it
danger
was the
lies not in
first
what they
step
see,
toward
but in
everything
what they don't.
humanity would become afterward. Before civilization, night was not rest. It was judgment. When the sun disappeared, the world transformed into a territory dominated by unknown sounds, moving shadows, and invisible dangers. There was no artificial light, walls, or security. Small groups of humans gathered in silence, attentive to every noise coming from the darkness. Predators saw better, heard better, and moved unnoticed. A simple mistake could mean disappearing forever. Fear was not an exaggeration. It was logic.
We have to move now.
Sleeping deeply
Tracks are
was
fresh, they
risking
are close.
one's own
We
life.
go upstream quickly.
The night demanded constant vigilance, absolute concentration, and mental
In this
resilience.
brutal,
It was in
unforgiving
this environment
wilderness, survival
that
is a
human
daily
instinct
battle.
began to form. Darkness not only threatened the body, it shaped behavior, forcing quick decisions and creating the first signs of cooperation. These humans did not dominate the environment. They occupied the base of the food chain. Big cats, hyenas, and other predators saw them as easy prey. Without claws, without sharp teeth, and without speed, survival depended on the group. At night, they positioned themselves in makeshift circles, keeping children and the wounded in the center. Silence was vital, as any sound could give away their position. Many attacks happened without warning, with a predator emerging from the shadows and dragging someone out of reach of the others. There was no way to pursue or rescue. Those who were taken rarely returned. These moments left no written records, only marks on bones found thousands of years later. The night selected who survived and who disappeared without a trace. The mastery of fire represented a decisive change, but it did not bring immediate security. Keeping a flame burning required constant effort, attention, and knowledge. If the fire went out, rekindling it could be impossible. The light deterred some predators, but attracted others who were curious. The flame revealed tense faces, watchful eyes, and the fear present in every movement. Someone needed to stay awake, observing their surroundings. Thus arose the first night watches. Improvised shifts became essential for collective survival. Fire created protection, but also responsibility. It didn't eliminate danger, it only changed its form. The night remained unpredictable, demanding planning and discipline to endure until dawn. Over time, humans learned to choose better places to spend the night. Caves offered shelter from the wind and cold, but hid invisible threats. Trees provided protection from the ground, but exposed them to the elements and falling objects. Every decision involved risks. The night brought intense cold, rain, insects, and constant sounds. The human body was not made to withstand these conditions for long periods. Many succumbed to the cold even before an attack. Fear kept the body in a state of alert for hours, preventing deep rest. This continuous stress shaped the human brain, strengthening the ability to anticipate dangers and imagine future scenarios. The human mind was born under pressure. Not all threats came from the external darkness. Hunger, fatigue, and exhaustion also tested the limits. Internal conflicts could arise, but rarely lasted. Sharing resources meant surviving. Isolating someone from the group was condemning them to death. Night reinforced social bonds, as no one survived alone. The mere sound of breaking branches could generate collective panic. Often the danger did not materialize, but the psychological impact remained. This constant state of vigilance created behavioral patterns that spanned generations. The fear of the dark is not irrational. It is a direct reflection of this brutal past. Beyond predators and the weather, the night imposed an invisible enemy, the unknown. Without fully understanding the cycles of nature, many nocturnal sounds and phenomena were interpreted as signs of imminent danger. The distant howl, the rustling of leaves, the echo of footsteps in the darkness created an atmosphere of constant tension. This fear did not paralyze, it taught caution. The repetition of these experiences refined human perception. Eyes trained to identify minute movements, ears attentive to subtle variations in sound, and a memory capable of recognizing patterns became tools for survival. The night functioned as daily training, where only the most attentive managed to resist. Each generation inherited these skills, further deepening adaptation to the hostile environment. Subscribe to the channel to continue exploring survival stories before civilization. In Primal Nights, each video reveals how fear, darkness, and instinct shaped humanity. New episodes show a brutal past where every night could be the last.